The Couch Deals are brought to you by the VLG Studio, the community for people with a story to tell.
You're now tuned in to the Couch Stealers Anime Podcast.
And guess what? You can't beat me because I'm the Prince of all fans. Oh my God, he about to, he got a hand. Let's go. He's having a full on Shinji and Kari. Why am I fighting this thing?
Hey, so
Let's go.
We run
Let's
into
go.
a whole other motherfucking problem.
We started the episode, y'all. It's been taken. We almost didn't get there. Oh my gosh, but we started
Half
the
this
episode.
shit your fault. Fuck out of here.
How is
Sorry,
it
I'm
my
gonna throw you
fault?
under the bus because your job. Because your fucking job.
Oh, because of my job? Okay. I'm going to talk to you about that after we get done. But because of my job. But yo, we here. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
God
Mikey. Hey,
damn.
you. We living. What's going on, y'all? Couch Stealers. How you living, Mikey? I'm doing it again, bro. I'm doing it again. You see, that's what happens when I'm talking
right?
too fast. I'm excited. It's Friday.
You right?
Bro. It's Friday. We recording on a
I know
Friday,
it's
y'all,
Friday.
and I'm happy it's a Friday. I got that feeling. Like, I got that.
The fuck is the feeling?
The feeling like Friday, just got paid. It's Friday night. Friday, Is it right? Like, I'm gassed.
I don't know
like that.
nothing about that.
Yo, you don't know nothing? You know something about that.
The song, yes.
I have a funny story about
Nigga,
that.
listen, I'm almost debt free. Shout out to me. So
Yo, shout out to you.
I've been putting all my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean?
Yo, just shout out to you. And I'm happy
I'm
for
almost
that.
there.
I'm still matriculating down the field, bro.
Yeah,
I'm still
keep hustling, keep grinding.
Shout out all NFL fans. I'm matriculating the ball down the field. But yo, it's been a wild week, man. It's been a wild week, anime wise. It's been a wild week with just like par for the course in the sense of us still kind of getting through a season, but also a wild week because I feel like some of the episodes that dropped were, especially from the Hell's Paradise situation, some of the strongest efforts
you brought
that
it up,
we got.
so let's just get into it.
Hell's Paradise,
Yes.
bro. Hell's Paradise is balling right
Finally,
They're balling
I am
right now.
getting whatever the fuck it is that people have been sensing from Hell's Paradise. And so when I tell you, and I said this on the last pod, I was like, oh, I feel like there's something missing. And a part of that was maybe some sort of connection between all the people and whatnot. I still feel like it's lacking a bit. However, they made me feel something for them all finally. That last episode, the camaraderie, they brought us in. They brought us in. The flashback when he was like, listen, I'm not friends with criminals. He's like, and he said, old boy with the blonde hair, bowl cut, medicine dude. He was like, what did he say? He said, but when we're just living or something along these lines, when we're just living, we're just trying to stay alive. We connect because we're like on that base level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, finally they give me a little substance behind what they're going through on this island.
Yeah. I mean, one of the cool things about it is one of the really, at least the way that I'll say this, they've been able to add a level of camaraderie from your standpoint. I know you said that you've been wanting to get more of. I feel like the level of camaraderie has been there in pockets. Like, it's been there with, like, Gabumaru.
Small pockets.
Like, it's...
But only with Gabumaru
there.
and old girl, and then even then, they cut that short, I feel like.
So, no,
like, it was happening, and then it stopped. It just...
But I think even with Yuzihara and
okay,
the
I
Iceman
agree.
that she had,
yes,
that was the moment.
But my thing is, like,
another
they feel,
pocket.
The moments feel so disconnected from the entirety of the story.
Okay.
Like, it's not, the moments aren't fluid within everything. And so, therefore, I think that's what I'm missing. I'm missing that, like...
The unification of it all?
Connect the dots, my boy. Like, you know when we did trace drawing when we were kids? With all the dots to get a picture?
Yeah.
Like, bro, just connect them bitches and make this shit happen.
So, I'll be honest with you.
Make it happen. It's all there. They have everything they need to make this happen. Make it happen. Give me an episode of pure, like, give me an episode of pure, like, connection between everybody.
I think they're starting to make it happen
whatever that
now,
is.
though. I think they are starting to make it happen now.
We already almost done with the whole season, and now we're 2 seasons deep, and it's like, y'all have already raised the stakes in ways to just, like, where do we actually find the time to make those connections actually occur?
So let me ask you this. In that regard, then. Are you looking at it in the standpoint of, I mean, first of all, we got there. I'll say it like that. We got there regardless.
A little bit, yeah.
But my question is, was it still not enough with those pockets that they had? Because
No, nowhere near enough.
Why? I thought it was
because the show didn't feel fluid. I felt like the pacing of the show itself was very fast, especially in terms of how quickly they got to, I guess, the center of the Tootsie Pop. Pause. Because but seriously, like their whole entire thing was like early in the first season was like they've discovered there was a center part of this island, and that's where they would assume the elixir of life is. And so they got there in season 1. So it's like, for me, it's like, how many seasons is this show going to last? And then maybe I can appreciate it better after the series is over and I can rewatch it or something like that. And I'm like, all right, I can see where they were going with all this. However, if this is going to be like a 5-season like series, they're losing me in terms of pacing.
See, I think
it feels sporadic. Everything feels like very quick, and then it's like here, it's there. It's like, oh shit. Now, how do they conjoin all this and make this something cohesive?
So one thing that I'll say about that is the tone has been shifted a bit for me this season. Like,
I agree.
The stakes are there, but to your point about how the pacing has felt better, because the pacing and the tone finally feels like it's coming to a head. Like, we're feeling like we're actually getting to a point where the things that are happening in the way that they're happening and the way that it's making us feel as being involved with them. Like, these are serious stakes that we're dealing with, serious situations. I'm very serious, not serious, but you could tell someone's dying here. I think several people are dying.
Bro, Guy Maro got his neck cut in half. So, like, first and foremost, before you get to your thought, I'm so sorry. They're going to have to do something for me here. He going to have to turn into a plant, too, because otherwise, Guy Maru is dead as far as I'm concerned.
So, there's going to be some kind of ninjutsu that gets thrown in.
I don't think it's going to be ninjutsu. It's going to be an ass pull. And I will say, it's going to be an ass pull.
But if it's a good one, I get what you're saying.
No, but there is no good ass pull.
If it's some Deus Ex Machina that is so ridiculous, but they actually hit the mark when they do it, because it's the way that Hell's Paradise kind of operates. If they make it work, it'll be fine.
So that's what ultimately my point was going to be. That's why I keep kind of reserving my judgment in terms of, like, if I'm saying the show is bad or good. I still haven't, I feel like, came on the board and be like, this show is bad or this show is good. I've just gave critiques about it. And I said the things that I'm coming to in terms of, like, what I do like about it, but I've never said the show is bad. And ultimately, my point is to stem off of what you're saying is, I think what they're trying to do is bring us home. They want to do everything they got to do and then wrap us in and bring us home. You know what I mean? They're going to execute it. They're going to leave us fucked up and then execute.
So I think the stakes.
Does that make sense or no?
I think I get what you're saying as far as execute.
The stakes are there. Obviously.
No, I know, and we talk about the stakes and we talk about. I think at least what I'm getting out of what you're saying is, we're getting to a point now where, because everything is coming to a point, they have to, in the sense of execute, they have to land the plane with not just how they're going to wrap things up.
They got multiple planes to land.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different storylines. Like, what's going to happen? I'm very much invested in the story of the brothers. I know you're not rocking with it, but
no. After this last episode, I'm invested now.
Oh, now come on, bro! You're killing me. You're killing me. Why you? It's taking you like a week longer than ever. But why?
What do you mean? I just watched the episode.
No, I know, but I'm saying even last week I was here for the brothers' story,
and I wasn't, and I stand by it. I stand by that 1,000%.
What moment in this episode was really obviously?
And
when
I
they
still
came
think
together,
their relationship is weird, personally, but
it works for them.
I don't know. I think what it was is that, like, he came back and they kind of really, like, brought back the idea that we're bandits, bro. This is what we do. And, like, we saw the camaraderie between them two that we didn't really see before. It was more like big bro, little bro. He was mad timid and like who the fuck is this nigga? Like, and your bro over here doing everything, pulling all the weight and everything. It wasn't much for me to connect here, except for this nigga is pulling you around everywhere because you his little bro.
Yeah, but I think I looked
No,
at it from
don't butt me. Don't
no,
butt me.
I got you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna pull a real random kind of connection here.
Here we
because
go.
I,
All right,
no,
you about to do asshole.
It's not asshole. I'm gonna tell you. So I just got finished watching A League of Their Own. You know the Tom Hanks movie.
Never
With
seen
the
it.
women's baseball game.
Never
I never
seen it,
seen it. I never seen it either. I watched it's on Netflix, and I just watched it the other night. And I love baseball, so I loved every aspect
big
of it.
random fan.
But the big key story in that movie was the older sister was basically pulling the little sister around, and the little sister had more gumption about it than
Well, that
the
nigga ain't
brothers.
got no gumption.
That's
so
what I'm saying. The little sister had a little bit more oomph about her in the regards to the connection that the brothers here have in Hell's Paradise. But I still can find an appreciation for that fact that the little brother is still. I look at it from the perspective of the little brother more so than the older brother. Because the older brother is just like, I'm pulling my brother around. The little brother is like, I'm at least trying to be there for my older sibling in a different kind of way. And I think,
and we saw that struggle at times.
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. I get that it's a weird way of looking at it from the perspective of the younger brother. I can understand from a storytelling mechanism that resonates with me. I don't know why, but it just does. And so
Okay.
I like the fact that the younger brother at least is like, look, my form of love is showing how much I can be there for my brother and just be near him because he has goals and I want to help him and we're going to do this together. It just took him too long to be like, oh, wait. My brother actually looks at me not as a ball and chain, but as a partner. And it took him too long to get there.
You know what I think it is? I think I finally figured out where my gripe is with Hell's Paradise.
Through this episode or through our conversation?
Through our conversation. We're just working it out, kind of really working this out. They don't flesh things out.
I think they're getting better at it.
So
they're getting better at it.
What I said is still standing here. And that is, they don't flesh things out. And I think that's where my gripe is. It's like they have everything else. And they have action, they have animation, they have likable characters. They really do. And old boy is my fucking man's the nigga with a hook.
Bro,
I can't even remember his name.
I'm gonna tell you right now. No,
it's a favorite character. It's a favorite character.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's a favorite character. We talked about that. We talked about that last episode.
You better talk about Dragon Blade Gon Tetsu side because I had to learn his name, bro.
Yeah.
I learned his name.
Yeah, that man liked that.
He liked that.
That man liked that.
I'm gonna just can't even say nothing.
And so here's the thing about this: he fits this series better than most characters in the whole entire show. Probably the best if I think about this objectively. Just because we're here, he fits the series the best. There ain't nothing to him. The man liked to fight. He liked what he liked, and that's enough because that's all I've really gotten from Hell's Paradise in terms of like a storyline. It's like it's a fight, it's an animation. We got cool characters and cool powers and stuff, but the story has so much potential. They just haven't connected things and fleshed it out. They just haven't.
Gon Tetsu Sai got Mugen vibes, bro. That's what it is. He got Mugen vibes.
He got Kenpachi Mugen. He got that vibe and he's the most likable character. Let's just be honest.
Yes, I think he is the most likable character based off. Well, likable. Okay, so here. Let me reel this back in. Let me reel that back a little.
Okay, reel it back in.
I'm not gonna say he's the most likable for everybody, because part of the reason why he's a character, as far as the way he fits in the story, he fits like a glove. I agree with you there, but his character shows about how lawless that world is, because he definitely got I'm just going to do whatever I want to do.
That character does that?
No,
my nigga
I don't
put a
think
nigga against a tree and ate this nigga upper half.
So
bro, there is a level of lawlessness that is insane. We gathered that in season 1.
Agreed, but as far as likability, from like a viewer perspective,
yes,
I think I can see how his character, because of how he acts a little bit, can turn some people off.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy his character immensely. Is Gon Tetsu Sai my favorite character in the show? He's definitely 1 or 2. I'm trying to. I kind of like
the blonde character. Easily.
I kind of like the blonde hair brother. I do. I like the blonde hair brother.
he is just that typical character that I'm seeing a lot of in anime.
Yeah, but he
newer
don't want
age
bro,
anime.
He don't. You got to have a character the straw to start a drink. That's all. He the character to start a
We
drink.
already got it with my boy. Go. What's his name? One more time.
Oh, Gantetsu-sai.
Gantetsu-sai. Got it.
Yep.
Gantetsu-sai. Yeah, we got it. He gonna straw that. He gonna stir that pot. He gonna do that.
But Gantetsu-sai for me, with everything, because I look at it like Yuzihara, and I love Yuzihara. I admittedly I do. I love Yuzihara. Hardest album cover that ever was or will be.
She was fired. It
Bro,
was fire.
hardest
It was
album
fire.
cover.
It was fire. It was fire.
It was, and part of it wasn't just the way that he was posing, and not the way she was posing. I love that her power was just kind of like doing this.
Yes,
that was the part for me. I was
fire.
Like, yes, like
she was stunting.
Bro, somebody gonna have that on a shirt. Somebody
she was stunting.
So
she knew she looked good.
Matter of fact, if that is on the shirt, somebody go like,
send that link.
Yeah, let me get that link.
I literally hit Mikey in a text. I gotta show you the text, and I was like, "Yo, that pose they hit, nah, that shit was crazy.
Yo,
they hit that shit." But Gaimaro dead, ass pull coming.
So, but going back to what I'm saying as far as likable characters, I do think obviously Gantetsu-sai, I like the blonde hair brother, Yuzihara. Where are you on the villains of the story? Because I like that they give them personalities. I mean, antagonists. Let's go that way. I think they're antagonists to our protagonists.
They're antagonists to our protagonists.
It also got a lot of.
I cannot disagree with that because it's right. However, two truths can hold at the same time, and none of them are antagonists either, except for old boy and whoever the guy is trying to get eternal life.
Whoever the guy is trying to get eternal life, he the ultimate big bad. But you want to know I kind of got, and I've seen this trope done obviously many a times, but it's given like father. Yeah, on, it's giving father vibes.
It's giving father heavy.
Yeah, so I want to see what we're gonna get there, but I don't know. I think
speaking of trope, sorry. Just to cut the fat just a bit here. Apologize. I think I sent this to you. If I did not, I will go back and find this and send it to you. They JJK episode when old girl, punched the fuck out of him and left his fingerprints, her fingerprints in his face. I can't even my brain is a little scattered. That was a direct reference to One Piece, by the way. I'm gonna send you the link.
Send me the link when Luffy punched Bellamy. That's
the whole scene.
Oh, the bing, 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 bing.
Yup, all of it. I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, direct reference. Okay, the whole entire scene was a direct reference to One Piece. And
when they first got into the zone,
bro. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to say here, just to be a little old head here. I don't really go that route that often. But Unk status. Y'all new age anime motherfuckers really don't understand that y'all gotta pay some homage. Pay some homage.
I mean, the mangaka
because the people that you love watching, or the anime that you love watching, you consider the GOATs, they're paying homage. So do a little research, pay some respect. That's all I gotta say. All right,
JJK. I'll say this: JJK is definitely doing that at a really high level. With some of the. Because we talked about it before we even started. JJK is doing JJK things where it's basically just setting the table for everything that we're about to get.
Before we transition, I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to get into that. Let's finish up Hell's Paradise. I apologize.
No, you good. We could just kind of flow, be like water.
I'm not a waterbender, my boy.
Yo, listen,
Never been.
Man, I've been playing Overwatch like a lot lately because Overwatch is low key gassy. I love me some Overwatch.
They got that shit die, bro.
No, stop playing. Overwatch just dropped like 5 new characters. They dropped a bunch.
Care.
It's come back around. I know you don't care.
I do not care.
And some people care. And I'm with it.
The thing is, if you not cracked, Overwatch is not. Yeah,
but sometimes I'll be a little excitable, bro. I'll be a little excitable.
All right, Jinx.
Yo, listen, I just be having fun. Listen, I do be having fun. But no,
damn,
I was going to say
the league reference. Wow,
no,
you were far gone.
I didn't miss of course, I didn't miss the league reference. I just didn't acknowledge the league reference, but I didn't miss the league reference.
That was your start. It's crazy.
Now you see, I also had bad feelings because that was the champion spotlight we was watching when the tree fell on my car. I've never been not able to associate. So drink. Long story short, when we was in college, a tree fell on my car on campus.
Funny.
It's funny. I laugh about it now. I don't know. And I said we'll go into the story one day. But a tree fell on my car when we was in college on campus. They was cutting down trees and it fell on my car. Somehow they said it was an act of God, but we just not gonna go there. But
they gave that nigga like $300,
bro. I don't want to talk about it.
Here you go.
I got beef about
your car is total, but you know
I got beef with that to this day. But when it happened, I was with AU. We were in because you had the apartment at the time, so you was just over. You was just over in the dorms. Yep. We was in Schwartz, and we was in Dan and them's room, and so we were watching the champion spotlight for when they were bringing out Jinx for League of Legends, and then that's when Christian bust through the door. It was like, "Yo, I need you to come here right now." Yes, that was when that happened. So you were with me when the tree fell on my
steak
car.
and cheese. Shout out to Christian. This nigga Christian ate a steak and cheese every day, bro.
Yo,
I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
That nigga had the steakums in the freezer. He had the steakums in the freezer.
Yo, facts.
And he ate a steak and cheese every day.
I ain't gonna lie to you though.
She was diabolical.
Definitely, he slipped me a couple of those. Them joints was fire, bro.
Steakums go crazy, yeah,
bro.
All that artificial meat with the sodium and everything else. It hit. It did. Bro, I guarantee you a steakum right now will hit. Guaranteed.
Hey, I was just say this last thing. Just talking about the college days, school days. Shout out J. Cole. My loving when dude Marquise used to get down on the grill on the late nights. When we used to go to the late night, the runs of
the late night runs. Yo. As soon as we didn't see Marquise at the grill, we knew it wasn't gonna be a good night.
Hey, yo, Marquise, do me a favor.
Throw this on the grill, bro. Double cheeseburgers. He made me a triple cheeseburger. Listen, Marquise used to do this thing for me. I'll be like,
Marquise living in
Marquise,
bro.
Listen, living history. I would get a grilled cheese, and nobody else was doing this shit. And I was like, yo, Marquise, slide that salami in there. I hear that a whole plate of salami. Nigga hit the salami and the grilled cheese and cut it down the middle. Shit was A1. Shout out to Marquise, bro.
Nah,
braids
bro.
all the way down the back. This nigga, Marquise,
yo,
man.
Facts. Braids definitely all the way down to the back. He was cool, though. He was cool. Yo, man.
That nigga did his job, and he was okay with it. That's all he needed.
Yo.
Shout out Marquise.
And also living legend. Living legend.
A liking legend.
Yo, I'm telling you. So that's my
JJK.
I was gonna say the Overwatch thing was just gonna be because that started from the Jinx reference, but the Overwatch thing is just because they got this character that's like water, and I was like, yo, we could always be like water. Let's just kind of ride out. Just he's dope.
Oh, okay.
Wu Yang, but that's his actual name. Wu Yang's his name.
I'm happy for my boy,
yo, facts. I just think that as far as Hell's Paradise is going back to what we were talking before we transition back over to JJK. I think that they've done a really stellar job with keeping me invested, entertained, and excitable for looking forward to the next episode. They need to chill out with the cliffhangers because they're not like
last 3 episodes. I'm gonna give them that. Yes, they are not like that.
They are not like that with them cliffhangers.
They need to stop.
But I'm enjoying it when I'm watching.
Stop it right now.
And that's what it feels like,
bro. Stop. Stop, bro. Just stop. Like it do feel like you need to stop. Like You tried it.
You tried it, and I appreciate you trying it, but it's not working.
But you're not,
just
bro.
Back in.
Your storytelling is not that great. I've been talking about this shit for mad long. Y'all don't connect the dots like that. Y'all need a little polka dot shit, connect dots, little template. Y'all don't got it like that. Just be what you're gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen, go to the Hall of Fame being what you're gonna be.
I want to transition. I know we were talking about JJK. I know we're going to get into JJK at some point, but just because I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to transition to this one. Mm-hmm. You had talked about before the pod 2 anime that you would like to see redone or potentially, or vice versa, whatever, because I thought about this all wrong. Mm-hmm. Or not necessarily redone or potentially a comeback.
Yep, new season.
Season.
I had a couple, and I did this in a couple of ways, and I'm actually adding one now as I'm doing this. So I love this for a couple of reasons. I did see this on Twitter. A couple of the things that I looked at were series that I loved that I felt like needed to get a new season and continue on, in series that, well, in particular, one series that I wish went a different direction. So if they rebooted it and went in a different direction, I'd be down for it. The first one I had as far as bringing back for a new season. Some of them you've already heard me say, but this is just, this is what it needs to be.
First
Dead
and
Man
foremost,
Wonderland.
don't ever say Breaking Bad.
Why would I say
ever again? I thought you said Breaking Bad. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I was like, I just finished Breaking Bad, the rewatch.
Oh, you did. Good for you. I know. AU said he was never gonna finish it. So I'm glad for you. You look like you lost.
I am lost. How dare they? Anyways, go ahead.
So I got
I could spend an hour easily talking about that shit right now. I'm pissed. So
I got it like this. Dead Man Wonderland is definitely on my list. And the reason
I felt like you were gonna say that. I felt like you were gonna say that.
Have you still watched Dead?
No, I have not.
Dude, you got do. I have
not.
Do it.
I have not.
Do it. No, because is it to the upper echelon of, oh my gosh, if they did?
Yes.
What's it called? It's not Promised Neverland. It's not Promised Neverland.
I've heard too much.
You've heard too much about Dead Man Wonderland?
Mm-hmm.
To not watch it? Just watch it. Just see the fun. Just see the fun. At least see the first scene.
Not after Promised Neverland.
Nah, at least see the first scene. Dead Man Wonderland wasn't a bad first season. They just never got a second season. They had a terrible last episode and never got a second season, and that's why they had the terrible last episode.
Okay. You just put me into perspective I did not necessarily have previously.
Yeah. It's not that they screwed up and didn't like.
I'll have it done before next pod.
You will, because it's like 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's like 10 episodes. Yeah, I know it's short.
And it's so good as you get rolling and you feel where it's like the studio either lost money or like somebody lost a bet or something.
Which is
down.
Crazy because like it has to be some weird shit. Because I'm pretty sure the studio that was doing hold on, just because I don't want to put my foot in my mouth.
No, do it. Take a look.
Dead Man Wonderland Studio.
Gas. Oh, the opening is so gas. I peeped it on when Tsunami came
okay,
out.
I knew it. It was the same studio that did Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah, I could see that. And the same that does like gangster and stuff like that too. I could definitely see that. Because Gonta's like outline.
They did Ergo Proxy actually, which I didn't watch, but I heard good things about Ergo Proxy.
I can see that. And Shira is Shira. I think it's Shira.
That's why they closed their studio.
And you felt like it did. And it's
2015. They were 350 million yen in debt.
Yeesh. So somebody can pick that up. Somebody can pick Dead Man Wonderland up and do what needs to be done with that.
I don't think so. I don't think that's ever going to come back out.
I know it's not. I just wanted to.
It didn't have the backing that it needed. It has a cult following.
It does.
But not that, like, it doesn't have that Trigun. It doesn't have that Yu Yu Hakusho. It doesn't have, like, those levels of, like, oh, shit, we could come back.
Yeah. It don't got for example, Soul Eater.
Too specific, but it does. Soul Eater can come back.
No, that's my point. Soul Eater,
for whatever reason,
like
Soul Eater hasn't come back. It feels like more of an author reason. And two, I will say, Dead Man Wonderland will probably never get a season 2 because of the that one show that was very similar to it in terms of like looks as well as Eureka 7.
Oh, I hated Eureka 7.
But people loved it, and it finished. So I feel like I couldn't get it. I couldn't get behind it.
And Eureka 7 had also one of my all-time favorite anime openings, and it was so scary.
And I don't know if that's Eureka 7 or Eruka 7. I don't know how to say it, but
it might actually be Eruka 7. It might actually be Eruka 7.
It could easily be Eruka 7.
I think it's Eruka 7 now that you say it, but I knew which one you were talking about. But Escape was my joint, and it was just so bad. But all right, so Dead Man Wonderland was my one. What was one that you had?
Promised Neverland.
Yeah, of course.
Promised Neverland. Because for me, the first season of Promised Neverland was like a 9, maybe above that.
Mm-hmm.
A 9. I'm a harsh critic. It was
must see TV.
Yes, it was must see TV, and the only comparison I have to that was, you already know what it's going to be. Super Mecha Bride in the Stars
Oh my God, Darling and the Franks.
Darling and the Franks had a great first season.
Yo, Darling and the Franks was
but
so
Promised
good.
Neverland was better.
Jumped off a cliff. Promised Neverland was way better.
Way better.
Promised Neverland had a
Story.
ceiling as an anime. Had a ceiling of all time great.
Yes.
It had an
1000%.
all time great ceiling.
If they gave us 2 great seasons and ended it, I would have been fine with that.
Yeah. It had all time great series. I gotta read the manga. I started it and
Same.
I got
Everyone
kind of,
says they deviated so bad. It was insane.
So I got to the point where they deviated, and I, for some reason, just stopped reading the manga. I think I got busy.
They
with stuff,
deviated. And not only did they deviate, they also just kind of just said fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
They compiled. they I hate to say it, but they did. And I'm don't jump down my throat here. Apologize in advance. They did a Fire Force where they compiled a fuck ton of shit.
Yeah.
And tried to release it and also deviated and did weird things too. So it didn't translate in any capacity.
Nah, not at all.
So
Not
for
at
me, definitely Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland could have been one of the all-time greats of just period.
Mm-hmm.
And what a disappointment.
It was so disappointing. And as I said, I remember we was sitting down watching that every week. Like it was every week. So the next one I had, actually, we might have some crossover on. I had Claymore. I need a season 2 of Claymore.
You're welcome.
And I was just gonna say thank you, AU, for putting
fuck
me
a
on.
season 2, bro. Just reboot the whole shit.
Claymore, it was. There was some. It felt like I'm over here. I can't even get words out. Claymore felt like Castlevania in a way, but stronger or just done differently. That's the vibe I got from, like, because when I watch Castlevania,
I can understand it. I can understand that to some degree. Okay,
like as I'm watching Castlevania and I'm watching the vibes of it, that's where Claymore was giving us back in like 06, like 07. Like some of y'all wasn't even
07.
around.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where if you get a chance to watch that and you really feel for the characters, you feel for the world that they're in, you feel for Claymores just in general, because Claymores are just sent on an intergalactic war, bro. Like they just say it in such a way. It's not an intergalactic war; it's a Power Ranger reference, but the way that they have to deal with the monsters and the way that they can become the monsters. That's the part that will forever, like, I want to eat innards is one of the craziest lines I've ever heard an anime character say.
Straight up.
Like,
was straight born. It was like, I want to eat innards. I want to feast on them.
Like innards,
shit
bro.
was wild. And you know their emotionless expression. So to see that Claymore specifically transform into this demon, it was just like, oh, I want to eat innards. It was a wild juxtaposition of just nuttiness.
But even how that Claymore got there, like how it, like who they took out to get there.
All female cast during that time. Come on.
Badass females, bro. Badass
all of
females.
Them. All of them.
Every single one of them.
All of them.
Every single one.
Everyone that came was just like, yeah, it's on site.
Like, no, they was like, oh snap, a Claymore here. It don't matter where they went, a Claymore here, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere you go, people want to know. So
listen,
I'm down with the reboot. I'm down with the Claymore reboot. Bring me a Claymore reboot.
I knew we were gonna overlap there at some point, probably.
Yep. What else?
And then wait, your turn.
I went with Claymore.
We overlapped. My fault. Damn, this is gonna be a crazy one, but this is only because of everything you've always said to me. I want a reboot of Pokemon.
Yes.
I want to read a book of Pokemon.
Yes.
The manga version. I know it'll never happen.
But it needs to.
It'll never happen because Pokemon is too much of it's a household name.
It's Elmo. Pikachu is Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo.
Pikachu's Elmo.
It's Elmo.
My God, but dude, it's so... All right. If you haven't gotten a chance to read the Pokemon manga, please do it. Please do it. It's not super dark. It gets into dark territories. Like I said before, it's closer to the games than it is
I
to
sent you the comic that I've been telling you about.
Yes, I did see that. I did read the first one. Fire.
Started from the beginning.
Start from the beginning?
Please
Okay.
start from the beginning because it
Okay.
is a series right now.
Gotcha.
It's short, very quick, but it's funny, it's hilarious, it's dark, it's humorous. It's like it brings in real world like level thoughts that people would think on a regular basis.
But
Like,
in the Pokemon
real
world.
life people in a Pokemon world.
Yeah.
And
We all live.
watch that shit or
Pokemon
read it rather.
Pokemon.
It's very quick. You can finish it in about 10 minutes.
No, and I'm down for it because, like I said, I like mini series like that. If I could find it on, like, anytime I find it on like TikTok or IG, but I'm down for I'm down for the Pokemon reboot. Do it like the show or do it like the manga. Make it an actual. It doesn't even need to be super adult themed. There are going to be adult themes in it, but it'll just be a good anime to actually watch. Like Pokemon will be a very good anime if they did it the way, especially the first like red, blue, gold, silver, like at least from that bucket. You don't got to do the whole all the way through the lineage, but if you give me all the way up to about gold, silver, then you'll be really good. Because yellow, bro, yellow's a character, and yellow is
nasty.
Adorable, and yellow is nasty with it. Yes, like, but again, blue riding the gold duck.
Yeah,
all time scene.
Also, by the way, just because we're here, I just had to think about this for a quick little second. I apologize just to bring us back. So I don't know if this is true or not, but I would have to assume. But The Witcher, I believe, released in the early 1990s in the books.
Okay,
Claymore might be a direct reference.
To
an
The
influence
Witcher?
of The Witcher.
Okay, I could see that.
I'm beating the third game now because the fourth game is coming out soon.
Yeah, you rock with The Witcher heavy.
Heavy, yeah. I'm a big Witcher person. But food for thought there. But yeah, I have Pokemon.
Keep it in the realm of Pokemon and of games. Did you see that they dropped the new Pokemon games? Not that you're gonna play it, but do you at least see like the new starters?
I did. I don't know how I feel yet.
I just want to see. I just like seeing what they got. I like seeing what they come up with.
Same. I always like to see what they come up with, and I will say in the last 6-7 years, they were hitting for a bit.
They were,
and then But that's the thing is like they go into lulls. If you ask me personally.
So this is gonna. So here's my thing. This is gonna be I want to see what kind of squad these three are gonna be because the ones that I said I had the latest game that they played before, Scarlet and Violet.
That's not the most recent one.
Scarlet and Violet, yes, it was before Wind and Waves. As far as here go on a Pokemon journey, yes,
okay,
it was.
Yeah, all right, I got it. Yes, it is then. But that's not the most recent thing then.
That one, those three starters were good. Those three starters: Mousekar, Fuicolo, and the Donald Duck one, Quaxel.
Yeah. I hated that one.
Those three were pretty solid.
Quaxel was they already had a Pokemon like that. I mean, what's kind of
Quaxel was a little underwhelming, but Mousekar and Fuicolo, those ones were good.
Speaking of Pokemon, by the way,
yeah,
Gabe, I'm pretty sure that was Gabe who made the comment about my Hypno comment. He's like, "Oh, you forgot when he was taking little kids." I was like,
"That's crazy. That's crazy."
Well, hold on. I'm pretty sure it's Gabe. I just want to address this really quickly. Hypno, first and foremost, that storyline or lore about Hypno, like supposedly taking a kid at one point in time, is when they started naming a Pokemon after letters. So I don't know what the fuck you on. I only fuck with the Pokemons that got colors.
I don't know where. I'm gonna just let you rock. I don't know
what do you mean? You didn't see the comment?
Nah, I didn't see it. Show me that. Text it to me later because I didn't see it.
Anyways, my point being is that lore started when they started doing X and Y. And so what I was saying is like that lore about Hypno didn't start until they started doing Pokemon with letters.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I see what you mean. I didn't play X and Y. Did I play X and Y? No, I played Black and White.
Dialga and Palkia or whatever.
Yeah, I played X and White. No, not X.
Or was that Black and White?
Black and White was, I think, Palkia and Dialga.
Yeah, that's Dialga. Yeah,
I played that one. That one was fun.
I gotta double check here. Hold on, because I don't want to.
Wind and Waves, that's a cool Pokemon name. It looks like they'll let you go underwater, which they didn't let you do in the other one. You could kind of just swim on top of water, but if you fell in the water, you basically had to like get it like blanked out and then you got back on land. But it'll be cool to actually go in the water and go underwater. So I guess like they'll bring back Dive, and then Dive was always a cool HM for me. I appreciate. I didn't like Waterfall. I didn't really like Whirlpool. I like Dive.
Whirlpool was just they had already did that function. They just made it water.
Yeah, it was just a fire spin but water.
So making it an HM really sucked for me.
Waterfall was okay, but
Waterfall was okay,
but I like Dive.
Surf was still always just like
I like Dive almost more than Surf.
You're bugging.
No,
Surf to hit multiple people.
Yes, I know, but Dive I love the effect of going underwater and missing a move. It's the same effect as Fly. You would get the Fly dig effect with Dive.
Dig, yeah.
Yeah, and I love that.
So it's just water type. That's what I'm saying. My point being is that like those
it clapped so much harder than Dig. It clapped it was like Dig was like 40. Dive clapped for like 80. Dive used to clap.
Let me see. I mean, it's a fucking HM, right?
I had it with a Swampert and Dive.
That don't count. Swampert is a pseudo.
I know, but it still would clap.
That don't count. That don't count. That don't count. You can't say that.
Still clap.
You can't do that.
It would clap. It would clap so hard, bro. It would clap so hard. But yo, I'll say
Dive got introduced in
Ruby Sapphire, I think.
Ruby Sapphire, right?
Yeah, because you had to go underwater to get to Groudon or Kyogre. Yo, I got it. Speaking of which, we're just kind of riffing and rapping here. My wife made a really funny anime comment the other day, and I wanted to tell you about it because it was actually really good. So I was doing something. I forgot what I was doing, but I was basically like talking about something in random, and she was like, you know, it's like your superpower, but you can't really control it all the way. It's like she was
wait, what?
So I was saying, what's going on? My wife made a really funny comment.
Fly is the strongest.
Fly is stronger?
Dig and Dive have the same amount of damage.
Stop, for real?
Told you,
okay,
bro.
So it was Swampert.
I told you, it was just Swampert.
Okay, it was Swampert. I love Swampert. All right, it was Swampert. But yeah, so what I was saying, she made a really cool like anime comment the other day. We was talking about something and she was like, you know what, that's like your superpower. But the only thing is you can't control it all the way. Sometimes you're doing it and it looks great and everything, but sometimes it goes like a little bit out of proportion. And then she looked at me, she was like, you're like Deku. And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, you know what, Deku was like, he couldn't control his powers all the way, but he did something great, but then it would like break his arm. And I was like, that's a really good reference. I wasn't expecting it. I just wasn't expecting it.
You are not like Deku.
No, it was in reference to the specific thing I was doing.
Okay,
I was doing a specific thing.
All right. You lost me for a second. I think I tuned out. I apologize.
I know I'm not Deku. So I just thought it was
no. I don't mean like greatness or something like that. It's just like you guys do not compare. I think
no. We wasn't comparing. She was just making the reference. You was just making a reference.
All right.
Yo, you got any more for the reboot or for the bring back?
This is me being petty. 1000% being petty. Reboot Trigun.
Oh my god, you are being petty. All right, so we just gonna let you have that one. We're just gonna let you have that one, and I'm not gonna
bring back my Trigun, please. They literally re-fucking did the series. It's strange. I don't get it.
It's good though. It's good. It's good.
It's not about it being good. It's just like I don't think they paid homage. They made a new series. That's not Trigun anymore. They might as well just have made it something else.
But I still
it's not Trigun anymore.
But if it's good, and
that's
Millie's back.
fine.
Millie's back for season 2. They're bringing Millie back for season 2.
That's fine. My point being is that it just isn't Trigun. It's its own thing. It feels like they should have just made a new series.
So I'll say this because I know you dislike the Trigun that they came out with, but I'm telling you, it is a good Trigun. It's a very good show. And I think it pays homage to Trigun.
I've never debated if it's good or bad.
I think it pays homage to Trigun in its own way because there are things that
I don't like that.
Imagine
they make a Yu Yu Hakusho and like they paid homage to it and that's it. You'd be pissed.
Not if they had everything that they needed to have.
Dog.
But like Yu Yu Hakusho is also different because you can't have Yu Yu Hakusho. Like you're telling me if they make a Yu Yu Hakusho series and don't do a Dark Tournament, that's dumb. That's just dumb. Because
okay, and they did the same thing with Trigun.
I don't think they did the same thing with Trigun. I think they took the overarching story of Trigun from the original
Okay, so
series.
what if they take the overarching story of Yu Yu Hakusho and they don't do it? They don't do the Dark Tournament. They're still hitting the overarching story. They're still hitting the overarching a point, right?
But you can't hit the overarching point of Yu Yu Hakusho unless you do the Dark Tournament.
Yes, you can.
I mean, technically, if you do like, use case,
yes,
but if you do it well. If you do it well and the characters from the Dark Tournament are still scattered within the series, but just in a different capacity, will I be annoyed that there's no Dark Tournament? Of course. Will I understand that, hey, look, they just felt like for some reason they couldn't do the justice of the original Dark Tournament? I would let them have that. But if you still give me a story that's going to knock it out of the park.
You're just nicer than I am.
I'll take that. I'll take it. I will be the nicer one. I'm cool with that. I'm 100% cool with that.
It is nicer than me. I think that's where this really ends. I don't want to see.
That's hilarious.
The thing is, like, I'm all for like homage. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what you should do if you're going to revise a series. But like, there are certain things you have to hit. Like, for example, and this is my point. Right? You know I hate live action. I hate live action. Like all the live action could burn in hell. And but I will watch One Piece live action.
That One Piece live action hit.
You want to know why? They paid homage. They took their liberties here and there, but guess what? It still hits exactly the points it's supposed to hit. You do not have to revise an entire series, dude, and like make that shit into something else. I don't want homage. I want you to redo my fucking shit and do it well.
So I can.
And a part of doing it well means hitting the points you're supposed to hit. That's all I got.
So I can acknowledge what you're saying as being correct. Yes, if you're going to do a story, because we actually just finished watching the How to Train Your Dragon live action.
Same
1-to-1, bro.
One to one.
It was so perfect. 1-to-1.
And you know what's crazy? They took their liberties.
They took a few, but the ones that because Toothless didn't come down
liberties.
like that, and but it was. I appreciated how they did it because it still was within the realm.
However, still 1-to-1.
Thanks for nothing, you useless dragon.
You useless dragon.
Reptile. You useless reptile. Like that was perfect. Thanks for nothing, useless reptile.
Come on, man.
So yes, 1-to-1.
Him eating the fish.
And I think bro, when you do a 1-to-1 and you do it well, it's going to always feel better, and it's always going to feel.
And that's what I'm talking about. You can do your remake and take your small liberties here and there. You can. I'm not opposed to that. But when you take something that's beloved by the fans and whatnot, and then just give me something almost entirely different, I'm not happy.
But if it's still good, I'm okay.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's okay for you because you don't love it as much as I do.
Oh, don't do that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I don't think it's that.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't think it's that.
I'm the one that made you watch Trigun.
No, don't do that.
What? Definitely.
I watched Trigun back. What?
Obviously, but you're not going to sit here and act like you watched all of Trigun before I made you watch all of it.
No, you didn't make me watch all of Trigun. I had already seen
I
Trigun.
knew you watched Trigun like here and there as a kid. You know what it's like, dude.
Yeah,
we watched Trigun waking up in the middle of the night, boy.
It wasn't like you. I say you made me watch S. Cryed. You didn't make me watch Trigun.
Obviously.
Yeah, but that's you didn't make me watch Trigun. You told me
to
check out Trigun.
Exactly my point. My point is I didn't say I made you watch
yes,
all. Now hold on. Not what I mean by that is like you finished Trigun from beginning to end because of me. You watched Trigun for sure. Obviously, if you grew up on the Toonami era, waking up, yes, you did.
I'll give you
but I was definitely the one who was like, yo, you need to watch Trigun from beginning to end and just
the same way how I was the one to tell you about Outlaw Star.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Fair. Yeah, because you had seen
shout
Outlaw
out to
Star.
old girl because
you had seen Outlaw Star. You had watched Outlaw Star. But
yes,
you never
exactly.
Actually sat down and watched
I never sat down to watch all of Outlaw Star.
And Outlaw Star was great. Love Outlaw.
Yes, it was.
Shout out G.
Yes,
Star
it was,
bro. Shout out G. Star.
Now imagine they make a whole Outlaw Star in the same capacity that they did Trigun. You'd be like, I don't know.
If they did it well,
you know what? I don't even know why I said that. I
would be fine.
I tried to make an argument, and I recognized something that I just kind of said. You're just nicer than me.
Yeah,
and I forgot about that.
That also may play.
I forgot about that.
But I will say this. I will say that I don't think there's like no validation to what you're saying and how you're saying it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand because it does hit different when it's its own or when it's a 1-to-1. But if you're not going to do a 1-to-1, you better make it damn good. And if it's not damn good, then I'm going to be the first one saying something. But if it's good and you knocking it out the park, I'm fine with it.
If you're going to make a racist joke, a sexist joke, an ageist joke, or anything like that, it better be funny or they going to kill you.
That's the wildest way to go ahead with George Carlin. If you're going to tell somebody the truth, you better make them laugh or else they're going to kill you. But sure.
Am I lying?
George Carlin wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So, all right. I can understand that. I don't disagree. I do disagree with it, but I can understand where you're coming from with that. I had, in the same kind of vein or a similar vein, and this might be a little petty myself.
Go for it.
Give me another a reboot of the very first season of Sword Art Online. Don't just either extend out the whole first season and make it a longer form episode or a longer form series.
You mean season 1, season 2?
Season 1, before he went in the second game and got Asuka out of the second game.
I'm confused because I'm over here thinking you talking about season 2 as a continuation because that's kind of is the same thing. Season 2 is basically the same fucking thing as season 1.
So I look at it like they never leave Sword Art Online, or when they leave Sword Art Online, the series ends.
And so
but they extend it out to give me more of a story. To give me more of the episode, to give me more of the of him grinding as a solo player, like make it a little bit longer. Still give me the love story. Still give me the vibe.
I know why you're saying that. I'm about to put you in a perspective. Sunraku.
I love Sunraku. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sunraku.
I love Sunraku-san. Sunraku-san.
But the
shout
thing
out
is,
Shangri-La Frontier.
I told you. You're welcome.
Shangri-La Frontier is gas, bro.
It hit.
Love
it fucking hits.
Sunraku-san.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I feel like in my heart spirit, Sword Art Online is fine that first season exactly where it is.
No, but what I'm saying is it and give me that being the entire series. There's no more Sword Art Online after that series.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Give me 60 episodes of that. And that be the series. That's what I'm saying. Don't give me the second part where Asuka
well, that's not a reboot. That's not a reboot. Yes, it is.
No, you can reboot that. You could absolutely reboot that in a longer stretch where, because I always felt.
So you're saying combine like the seasons, not seasons, but the variations, the continuations.
No,
make
don't even.
One.
Those never exist. Those
just
are
the
GT.
first season as the whole entire
GT.
series.
The first season is the whole entire series.
Rewatch the first season and be like, I'm happy.
Hear me out. Because the reveal of who trapped them in the game happened too quick. They revealed that way too quick.
It happened pretty fast.
You can tell me that storyline can go out for so much longer. I mean, you don't got to give it to be Naraku, but you can give me a situation where that is the big bad. That is the big
First
mystery.
and foremost, don't you fucking disrespect Naraku like that.
Yeah, but
as much as that continuation sucked ass.
I don't disrespect
sucked
Naraku.
Ass.
The reason why I said that about Naraku is I don't know if it should have taken 250 episodes to beat Naraku. That's all I'm going to say.
I loved it. Yes, it should have.
I don't know if it should have taken 250 episodes to beat Naraku.
That's the whole reason why we love Inuyasha, because all them random ass episodes and,
so random
them journeys they was going on. And it was, but that's what made it. That's what made Inuyasha. Sorry, I don't even mean to go on a tangent here, but that's what made Inuyasha great, and especially during that time, like, because you can't make random shit no more. You can't have random episodes no more. You can't really have fillers in your shit anymore. So during that time, that's where it was okay to do that, and so that's what made the journey of Inuyasha great, because we just saw them living a life. It was a Piccolo and Goku going to get in a DL episode all the time until some shit popped off, but it flowed. It worked. It was a journey. It was a story.
It was. But if we're speaking objectively here, would it have taken 250 episodes to beat Naraku? Should have.
Yes, that man was a mastermind.
I don't think it should have taken that long to beat Naraku.
He had a lot of demons.
I'm not saying you're gonna beat Naraku in 60 episodes, but
no
like
way you're not.
But like, I put it to you like this.
I can't.
Granted, different era.
Different era. Agreed.
Think about how long it's taken for them to beat Muzan. Like,
but the different era, dude. Different era, dude.
I know.
Hold on.
Objectively,
because right now, what you're doing right now, is
during errors and episodes.
Hold on, yes, and that's not fair. So I'm gonna put you on game in terms of like real, more human based, not anime based. You wouldn't say that about something like Gilmore Girls. You wouldn't say something like that about. You wouldn't compare Gilmore Girls or like hold on.
I never watched Gilmore Girls.
I watch Gilmore Girls every year.
I know Gilmore Girls like a guilty pleasure. I know.
It's not a guilty pleasure. It's just a pleasure. Every time the fall come around, Gilmore Girls is on. It's
That's
fire.
also because we from CC.
It's homie, it's homie as shit. And my point being is like you don't. Not every episode of Gilmore Girls progresses the entire show and where it's supposed to end, but like it has episodes that just kind of make you feel here and a part of the show. And so Dawson's Creek, you get what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Like what are you know what I'm talking about? That era. You watch shows of that era where it was like you would never compare to shows right now.
The only thing I could think of in that regard would be like Boy Meets World, but I
exactly.
I get what you're saying.
Boy Meets World. Exactly. You're not going to sit here and tell me that watching hold on, That's So Raven, all the filler, stupid ass episodes and stuff, like it actually progressed the story. It didn't. Hannah Montana. Like,
I hear what you're saying.
Zach and Cody. Like
I hear what you're saying 100%. What I am saying though is, if we're taking the episode count out of it, we're just looking strictly like power levels. How long do you think it should take within reason to beat Naraku as opposed to beating Muzan? Because they're going to beat Muzan obviously in a more confined strength. They've been probably fighting Muzan for longer.
But that's because they're not showing you the in between.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not showing us the in between of everything that's happening because we could get in between. We could have so many different characters if they expanded the world out in a similar way that they did with you.
They just not showing you the in between. We got great characters in Inuyasha that we love. That weren't really a part of the show.
So would you rather fight Muzan or would you rather fight Naraku?
It's a great question. I am going to easily fight Muzan.
Easily Muzan?
Let me tell you
easily
why.
Muzan. Easily Muzan's a lot.
There were demons in Inuyasha that were legendary that popped up on a regular, nigga. I know that for a fact with Demon Slayer, it's certain niggas I need to avoid. Okay?
Yeah, but they're everywhere.
Yes.
I think they're everywhere.
No, they're not. There's only 10, nigga. What are you talking about?
No, there's only 10 super demons.
That's what I'm talking about. Nigga, you can run into a super demon and then you watch it on a regular. What are you talking about? I don't want that. They were on a side mission to go find a Shikan Jewel and ran into a fucking super nigga. Like, I don't want that. I'm good.
Run into a super demon.
I don't want to run into a super demon on a side mission to a bathhouse. I don't want that, bro. When they fought upper ranked demons, bro, they were finding them because they were getting closer to Muzan. You would find a super demon, bro, not even getting close to Naraku. I'm good. A nigga could have been sleeping. It's like, you interrupted my slumber, nigga. What's up? No.
I didn't know you were here. Wait.
I didn't even know he was here, bro. No, I'm good. I'm taking Muzan.
Okay. No, to be honest with you, I didn't think about it like that.
I'm good.
Yeah, point.
I'm
That's
good.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
But that's also a part of the whole entire Inuyasha like flair and love of it. It's like they go on these side missions and niggas running into some shit. That's what it be. It's a demon world. It's a demon world.
But that's what I'm saying. Going back to my point about SAO, because I'll give you your point there, and that was hilarious. But the reason why I want them to extend out that season 1, I guess, would be in this case similar to what you're saying about Inuyasha.
I like it though.
Yeah, like I like where let that be the story. Let that be the story. Let that be the full season. Give me 60 episodes of that. I will say
it was hard for me to get through the second season. It was.
I only got
I was satisfied.
I wanted to know if he was going to save his girl.
Yes,
that's all I wanted to know.
Exactly.
And
but
then after
I was satisfied.
But
I
then
was
after he
satisfied
saved
after the
this
first
girl,
season.
the part that got me upset was because I'll be honest with you. I know people watch like SAO, like Gun Gale and all that other stuff.
I ain't watching none of that shit.
I stopped after he
Second season for
rescued Asuna. Asuka.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I think I know, but I'm getting it
done
mixed up
after
with
the
another
second
character.
season, so it was over.
I'm getting it mixed up with another character, but I think it's Asuka.
Asuka is,
Asta is Black Clover,
and Asuka is Neon Genesis Evangelion.
which we'll get into real quick. But
Yes, we
now
will.
hold on. Because now, SAO Asuna. That's what it is. Asuna. That was gonna bother me, and I'm sorry I messed that up for so long. Asuna. So yeah, when he got Asuna back,
That's Naruto. Sorry, had to.
Asuma, not Asuna.
I know. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
It was a joke.
when he got her back, that was when I was like, okay, I feel like we got our story mode here. I feel like we got everything that we needed out of this part of it. Don't play another video game, bro. And then when he kept going to the video games, I was like, all right, I'm done here. It's not keeping my attention any longer.
Come on,
give
bro.
me that one season.
First and foremost, you looking for it now at this point, my nigga. Like,
As a that's what yo, facts. I said the same thing. I said the exact same thing. I was like, bro, you just survived months in a video game where you almost died. I don't think I'm putting that headset on again. I don't love nothing that much.
My boy got a taste for it, and he realized what he liked. Like, he didn't know what he liked before. He like almost dying.
Yo, that's hilarious. So I had that one. Did you have any other ones? I had one more.
I don't think so. If
Okay.
I did, we talked so much I forgot. And I
The
didn't write
only other
anything
one
down
I
this
had
episode.
was, and I told you about this one before too. Blood Lad. Blood Lad was fun. Blood Lad will never get another season. It will never get a second season. I don't know why it will never get another second season. I forgot what came down on it. But Blood Lad, the thing I think that made me so mad about it is the last episode felt like they were expecting.
Yes, they were
season.
giving us a second.
Yeah, they were. That's where it kind of.
We still don't have no explanation for the eyes.
I have no explanation for anything, bro. And
the world, the convergence, anything.
It reminded me of a Blue Exorcist in a different kind of way, but the world
Blue
reminded
Exorcist
me.
is still going though, so
I
we
know,
get.
but Blue Exorcist came back, but the world reminded me of that. But I just remember that episode of Blood Lad when they paid, going back to paying homage.
Always.
When they did, he was like,
Always.
"I'm a command."
Yeah.
Oh, like I loved everything about Blood Lad, and it was
shit
just
didn't
fun.
work.
And it was just fun. It was just a good watch. And so a second season of that would have been fun. I would have appreciated that.
I agree.
Yo, man,
I agree with that. Not a second season. Give that a reboot.
I mean, you
give it a
reboot, but I would rather give me a second
give it a
season
reboot because let's be honest, Blood Lab was it was convoluted. It was messy.
Yeah, but I like that it was messy. It was part of it. That's why just give me a second season. Just end the messy. Like just end it with a second season. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed.
No, it needed more.
I needed more. I think because of the messiness around it. Maybe like you ever watch Devil is a Part-Timer?
I wanted to. It was too much isekai shit going on.
Bro, shout out my brother. My brother actually put me on that. Hilarious. Oh, it's so funny.
Hilarious, but like, so bro,
I'm so funny.
I'm so sick of isekai, and you know I'm a big isekai person.
It's like reverse isekai though.
Listen, the only isekai I'm waiting on right now, and you already know. Say it.
What, Jobless Reincarnation?
Fuck no.
I don't know what you I hate when you do this because I don't never know.
Shout out to the evil one, Tanya.
Oh yes, okay, yeah.
Finally, The Rock has come back.
I forgot
to
you are
Brooklyn.
You are absolutely waiting on Tanya the Terrible.
My God, you put me on.
Evil. I know, and then I fell off because
no, you need to watch that and then watch that movie because
I've
woo,
tried a few times and I'm gonna get there.
This is isekai at a high level.
See, I think not, bro. You got to watch Jobless Reincarnation, bro. That's when we can have the isekai. I'll do you that. If you watch Jobless Reincarnation, I'll watch Tanya the Evil because I keep starting it and I keep stopping it. I will do that. She's so evil, bro. Like, and I get why she's trying to get back. She's trying to get back at.
She's not.
I know,
she's
but
not. He's not.
I'll do that with you though. If you watch Rudy, I'll watch Tanya the Terrible. I'll do that.
All right, we're gonna have to shake on that in person.
Yeah, that's fine with that. Because I say
that's a hard one for me, bro.
Nah, you say that, but then when you watch,
I know, but
I'm
sick of isekai. The only isekai I want to watch are the ones that I really want to fucking watch.
Man,
I will say Shield Hero is even hard for me, like now. And Shield Hero actually did a resurgence. They actually did a very good job of getting back.
I'm gonna wait for it to end.
To end, probably. You probably should. If I'm being
just gonna wait
for
for it to end, and then I'm gonna just do it all over again.
Yeah.
But going back to
I'm gonna
things
do
that
it all
actually
over
was,
again.
since we talking about what I think you should watch and what you think I should watch, I'm watching Your Lie in April, and I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna get on my soapbox with you,
Let me look
AU,
this shit up.
for
Hold
you,
on.
AU. I wholeheartedly, 100% am recommending that you watch Your Lie in April. It is.
My God, you know how slice of life is hard for me.
I know, and you could take your
Last
time
slice
watching
of
it.
life I watched was
Let me explain it for you. Let me
what
explain
was
it for
the
you.
last slice of life I watched?
I don't know because you don't watch very much slice of life.
I don't, but it was a movie actually. Hold on.
While you're looking that up, let me tell you about Your Lie in April. So the story revolves around.
Ha! That's funny. It was Wolf Children.
Wolf Children was really good though, and Wolf Children was beautiful. What are you talking about?
But
So,
that was
okay.
slice of life.
Okay, so let me learn.
You're
you.
welcome,
let me learn
by
you.
the way.
Yes, but let me learn you. Your Lie in April follows the story of this character who, as a child, was a classical music pianist prodigy. He was a prodigy. He was amazing. And he was taught by his mother, who loved classical music. She was like a high-ranking piano player in her own right, all of that. She gets sick. And in her getting sick, because she never reaches her goals, she pushes her son to get there by like emotionally traumatizing him by saying like, if you can get to these level, it'll help me get better. He was a child trying to help his mom get better, to the point she pushes too hard. They have a falling out. She dies. He crashes out to the point where he can no longer hear the notes on a piano keyboard where he plays them. That he's trying to like basically find himself, because this whole time all he knew was what his mother made him to be, and he's just wandering through life when he meets this girl. Who is like his like next door neighbor's best friend.
Okay, all right, hold on. No, you hold on. You got me.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you.
No, I'm in. I'm gonna explain to you why. This one you got lucky on. This is a movie that I hold in high regard. I just sent you the chat.
Let me see. What you
As it is in heaven, I will give you my Amazon Prime to watch this movie.
You don't gotta do that because I got my own Amazon Prime.
No, but I bought it.
I have my own Amazon. Oh, you bought the actual movie. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
And I hold this movie in crazy high regard. And it is exactly the anime you're talking about.
For real?
It's not exactly, but it is almost
to a T.
To a T. This series is about it's an Oscar nominee. Yeah, Oscar nominee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Old school Oscar nominee.
Yeah, 05.
And it's about a dude who came from a very small Swedish town or whatever. Nobody understood the guy. He played music, went up to be a insane composer, like legendary, like all-time great. Went back to his old town, and shit popped off. And for certain reasons, I won't spoil anything.
Yeah.
You watch this movie, I'll watch that series.
Fair. I will take that. I
don't want to trade an anime for you here. I want to trade a movie for this. I know it's not the same.
No, but I'll do that.
I'll trade that for you.
I'll absolutely
because
do that.
I think they're extremely similar.
Based off,
you gotta reserve your judgment because it is a very Swedish film. But just go in and watch it as is.
Yo, I'm still here. I don't know what just happened.
You're good. I saw.
Yeah, my mic and my camera. Appreciate y'all. My fault. My whole camera just kind of shorted out on me. But I'll say this. I'll definitely do that for you because it's worth it. And I think the way that you have to sit down and you have to watch, the way you got to watch Your Lie in April, it's definitely worth it because it is a phenomenal series. It's one of the best. As far as what I've seen recently, as far as like emotional tying series, and I got like, I think I'm past season 1. I'm in season 2 right now. It's short. I think it's like 22 total episodes, so it is a really really short anime.
But I gotta finish the one I said I will finish before next week, which was, let me write this shit down before I fucking forget again.
Yeah, write it down while I'm doing these technical difficulties.
What was the anime? Holy shit, we're just talking about this.
Yeah, if anything, I'm gonna have to go back and rewind this back.
What the hell? What the hell?
With the hell?
I just said I'll finish it.
Berry?
Dead Man wasn't. It wasn't Dead Man.
It was Dead Man Wonderland.
Was it?
I think it was Dead Man Wonderland.
Are you sure?
I'm like almost positive it was Dead Man Wonderland. Because I know it wasn't Trigun.
No, hell no.
So I said, I know, I'm almost
because
positive.
It was only like what? Like a few is one season.
Dead Man Wonderland might be like 13 episodes, bro.
All right.
Yeah, Dead Man Wonderland is really, really good.
That's written down. We're good. Done.
Because I will be Dead Man. Oh, my Lord.
What else? What else do we have?
Well, I'll say this. One of the things I did want to talk about, though, was... Did you see about the Neon Genesis joint?
Yeah, hence my fucking like whole entire thing of like, yeah, Neon Genesis is coming back, basically.
Evangelion.
Shout out.
I have a thing I have to say about it.
I'm praying to God personally that they do not do the same thing they did to Trigun.
Nah, see, here's the thing.
I don't think they will. I don't think they can.
I don't think people are ready.
Fuck all of that. They're not ready unless they do a 1-to-1.
No.
Bro, I'm telling you, if they don't do a 1-to-1, it's gonna be soft.
I don't think it's a reboot. I don't think it's a reboot. I think it's like another series within, like, think of how they do like Gundam series. I think it's gonna be something like that. I don't think it's gonna be a 1-to-1 in any regard.
Though it ended.
I know. That's why I think they're going to do another story.
Oh, spoiler. Turn it off. Close your ears. Whatever. All right.
Maybe
you got your spoiler alert.
Maybe it's a situation where like the angels came back or something. Angel.
How? They killed all the angels.
But that's what I'm saying. We could get a situation where the angels come back or they do a series or a world where the angels are there attacking again. Like, I think it's going to be...
This is going to make me rewatch on Neon Genesis, which I don't want to do.
Yeah, I don't... I am not willing to take that journey until I get more concrete evidence of like dates of when it's coming back. Like,
I'll do that many episodes, so like the thing
it don't matter. The trauma is still there, bro.
Trauma?
The trauma is still there.
Get in the fucking robot, Shinji.
Like the trauma.
Like, you're gonna die either way. Get in the fucking robot.
The
Shinji.
trauma of Neon Genesis Evangelion dates back to a like 11, 12, 13-year-old Mikey that stumbled onto the movie on one of them. Like, remember when Stars had like 8 stars or Max had like 8 Max? It was like Action Max and Cinemax.
Yes.
And it was one on Max 2 and Max.
And then
who left the fridge open?
And then they consolidated under Max.
Yeah.
And then now it's back to HBO
and
again.
Showtime and Stars, and they had all of those. So one time I was watching a movie.
That's when we had the box with the red
letters. When we had the box.
Red
That's
numbers.
when we had the box. Love me. If y'all gonna call me an unk, I can unk it up. I love being an unk.
I don't give a fuck.
But
we had a box. Y'all think y'all Fire Stick or something, bro? We had a box that gave us all of the subscriptions.
Oh, listen.
Before all of that. Listen, you don't know how great that shit was.
It was so great. Bro, I came home from school one day. My brothers came home and they was like, yo, Mikey, we got so many channels.
We got so many channels.
So I'll say this. I gotta go back and I gotta see if the trauma is gonna be the same, because I know it will be. But I stumbled on that.
No, it better be the same. I want to be equally fucking traumatized.
Nah, bro, I got too much. The
thing is, and this is why I say it's like some things just need to be where they are, and it has to be a 1-to-1. Take some liberties, like finesse it, like make it smooth. I understand these things. Like, I get that. Like, Bleach is doing it right now. They smoothed out so many things from the manga that like we didn't get, and I love it for it. However, it's still almost a 1-to-1. Point being is, make it a 1-to-1. Come on. You can't fuck with Neon Genesis, man. It's gotta be a 1-to-1.
I need people to complain about what Neon Genesis like. I don't want to say we're gonna go to the depths of like. I need you to complain about what it does to your soul and your spirit. But if you don't feel nothing, Neon Genesis is gonna make you feel stuff you ain't even know you could feel. Like, you're gonna be feeling regret, anger, rage, sadness, joy, like fleeting depression. Like, it's gonna make you.
And as much as we hate Shinji at times, I understand
feel so
him.
bad. I feel so bad.
My boy, he wasn't sitting to fight an intergalactic war. He was sitting to fight a war right here.
Bro, war
And
right
that's
here.
tough. And that's tough.
Nah, bro. The worst part about Shinji's whole existence was the fact that his dad was like, "I got a use for you now, bro." Like, I didn't like that's episode 1. That's like
His
scene
dad.
2, episode 1. It's that's
His
like
dad.
his dad is like
When
he's
we
like,
talk
"Yo, dad,
about
father, why have you
terrible
brought me here?
anime fathers?
I got a use for you now. You just became useful to me. Go in here and fight these
Yeah.
intergalactic."
But we talk about terrible anime fathers, and I don't think his father comes up enough.
That's a true statement. His father does not come up enough.
And don't
Shinji
get me
Ikari's dad does
wrong.
not come up enough.
Do not get me wrong. I understand Shinji Ikari's dad.
He's trying to save the world, so yeah,
He's trying to save the world.
he's been tasked to save the world.
Unfortunately, we don't got no emotions no more to some degree, but you could have been somewhat of a father. You could have lied. You could have lied. You could have tried to lie. He didn't even try to lie. It was
So-
straight up like, nigga, bro, get in that robot or get the fuck up out of here.
So he I guess he was lying to himself when it came to Ray, though. I guess he was lying to himself when it came to Ray.
Dog.
And shout out
that's
Ray
what- that's-
Ayanami,
And that's
the first of her kind, the first of her name, bro. Ray
Was she?
Ayanami, first of her name.
Was she?
Yeah, I think she kind of was the archetype for that character after that. I do. I think Ray was definitely that archetype.
Anywho's, I ain't gonna do again spoilers. Let's get off that for a hot second. Just so
I'm
we don't have
excited
to.
for it. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm excited for it. Listen, if
We got
y'all
a
have
good
not caught Neon Genesis Evangelion, please watch it. Honestly, it is one of those, I hate to say it, like old school classic animes that I think you should watch.
It's old school too. It's like we're
it-
not talking like early 2000s. We talking like 95.
Yeah, we do them like mid 90s. It is
Mhm.
it's trauma. It's trauma based for sure. But there's it. Remember in Sinners at the end of it, and if y'all new school motherfuckers ain't watched
Listen,
Sinners, I
no,
don't know
they
what
don't
to
even
tell
get. No, you don't get a spoiler alert. You should have watched Sinners. Keep going.
you. Yeah, so fuck up out of here.
Keep going. Keep going.
Anyways, at the end of Sinners, if you watch the end of scene credits, because you know anybody that said that's a OG, you know to stay at the movies to make sure there's an ending scene credit. Ending credit scene. He asked him, "So what about it, Sammy? You still got the rail in you?"
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's Genesis. That's Neon Genesis Evangelion. And
So-
I'll say this: the movies that they've come out with, some newer movies like within the last I guess 10, 15 years, and I've seen some of like the clips of it. I've never sat down and watched the whole movies because I assume
Mhm.
it's just like a condensed version of the series. I think they do add a different character in there because I've seen her like whipping the mech. She was whipping one of the Ava units like it was a car, and I need to and that's why I was like, yo, I
Fire.
hope she's in there. Like it was fire. She literally like turned back, was like,
Right.
let me back into this parking spot real quick. In the middle of
My
fighting
point
Angels.
is,
I
anime
check
like
those
a
out,
lot
too.
of
They're
a
dope.
lot of other shows around our era, they was making shit.
Yes, they were.
They was making shit, and it had the real in it. Even the bad shit, it was bad. It had some level of realness into it. It wasn't a remake. It wasn't like let's conform. They were putting out creative.
A1.
A-
And emotionally traumatizing too. So don't forget that part.
Always.
Forget that part. And I don't mean to laugh about it because it was some real messed up stuff at the way that they were bringing some of the characters in, but and how they were treating some of the characters like the teenagers. But I even think about old boy. Remember when one of the classmates when he came in, they were like, yeah, he's an Ava pilot now, and Shinji's joint went berserk, and his Ava unit went berserk and held that test tube in his hands and was like, nah.
Fuck the spoiler. Because
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
But they don't even know what I'm talking about because by the time everybody that's rocking with us,
By the time
probably
you
has
get to
watched
that point, though, you locked in. So
that's what I'm
either
saying.
you liked
So
it or
don't
you
matter.
not.
It don't
Either
matter.
you
That's
liked it or
why
you
I'm
not.
It's not spoiler. You don't got no other context. By that point, it's supposed to be like my baby. Like it's gonna be one of those.
I caught you trying to be something. My baby.
Like yo, I'm so gassed for that. Yo, AU man, we had a lot today. We had a lot.
I wasn't even done, but I know we came up on time. So.
We came up on time, and I got a lot of editing to do. So that's where we gotta go because This is a great episode with a wild tech day. This was a real tech not friendly
we
day.
got hit with the techie text.
Yo, like somber, shout out all my Overwatch fans out, and it's still happening. All right, we out, y'all. Yo, hey,
don't you edit that out. Don't you edit that out. Don't you edit that out. Don't you edit that out.
Yo,
hey, listen. If you fuck with us, hit that little subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on all our platforms. Twitter. It's fucking Twitter. I don't give a fuck. It's Twitter. It's Instagram. YouTube. Hit all the platforms.
I feel like you're going so long just to make sure that this is it.
Guess what?
You'll never take this long to end the episode.
I don't ever end the episode. And I'm going to end of the day, and I'm going to fly that plane by saying, it's always room on the couch, baby. Peace.
Always room.